I'm often told that I am a calm person. This does not mean I don't get angry or frustrated. It just means I've become better at managing my emotions in a constructive rather than a destructive way. Just a few years ago, I was in a place, both physically and emotionally, where I wasn't happy. I could easily be triggered by even the smallest of things, and I was always on an edge. The reason I'm sharing this is because there are seasons in your life, some of them being more stressful than others. So you need to give yourself some grace to accept your emotions and be okay with not being calm in certain situations. With that being said, you can still learn to master the art of staying calm in stressful times, because God knows we need it in today's day and age. First of all, let's address what being calm isn't. Being calm doesn't mean you're always unbothered, unfazed, never stressed, always in your zen 24/7. It doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, such as anger. Anger is an emotion that's needed in specific situation. It just means being calm means you are responding rather than reacting, or not responding at all if needed. As much as we would want to eliminate stress in our lives completely, it's almost impossible now, because there's stress at work, there's stress on the roads with traffic, there's stress at home. It's a part of our life, so we might as well learn how to stay calm in stress instead of trying to get rid of it completely. Now, I could give you specific tips such as meditation, journaling, exercise that will help you stay calm, which I will by the end of this video. But first, I want to address this topic on a deeper level, because staying calm is not a mood, it's an identity, which requires an identity shift. First thing we need to understand about being calm is less about being positive and more about being rational. Ask yourself, is this situation really worth panicking for? And how is it going to help me in solving the situation, in solving the problem, let's say. If there's someone who's pissing you off, ask yourself, is this person really worth losing my temper and ruining my mood and ruining my peace of mind? Let's say you're having a disagreement with your partner, the love of your life. Is it really wise to raise your voices, escalate the situation, and hurt each other by being rude or disrespectful? Because if you do that, the focus has now shifted towards the argument rather than finding a solution. It's now you versus me instead of us versus the problem. And of course, this requires both parties to cooperate and communicate in a healthy way, which is not always the case. Which brings me to my next point. You cannot control everything, or shall I say, everyone. You cannot control how your spouse behaves, how your parents, your kids, your boss, your co-workers. You cannot control the people who drive like maniacs on the road. Now, this was not easy for me to internalize, because on the surface we all know we can't control others, but we still indirectly try to control them by placing unrealistic expectations on them, especially when it's personal relationships. You cannot expect your loved ones to show you the same level of amazing understanding every single day. That's like expecting perfectionism. We are all flawed human beings. You will be hurt, disappointed, and stressed out by many people in your life, including your loved ones. Having said that, no one can make you feel less than yourself without your permission. If someone says, I don't like you, will you be offended and just get angry and worked up? Or you can just say, it's okay, I'm okay with that, it doesn't affect me. In short, you can only control yourself. You are the main character of your life, so focus on what you can control. I believe we should also gradually increase our tolerance to stress if we want to live a happier life. Peter Sage defines stress as a byproduct of you thinking that life should look a different way to where it is right now. In the context of trying to change your life for the better, a healthy amount of stress is needed. You need those emotions of dissatisfaction so you could channel them into constructive action and change your circumstances towards your desire. So in that case, stress can be a useful emotion. given that you channel it into something positive. Now, when we talk about professionals like doctors, athletes, soldiers in the army, they are taught to not just get the job done, but to do it in the best possible way under a lot of stress. They get years of training to not just stay calm under stress, but to actually perform and do their best and thrive under stress. They have to master the art of focus. People who can stay calm in stressful situations are more likely to be reliable. Let's say if you're in a turbulent flight and you need help, will you approach an air hostess that's panicking and just contributing to everyone's stress, or someone who's actually staying calm and focused on helping others? My first job after graduation was quite was highly stressful. Although I wish I never went through that experience, but it served its purpose and it made me strong, and it increased my tolerance to stress so that I don't break down at every little inconvenience. One of the reasons for our stress is our strong discomfort with uncertainty, which makes sense because as humans we want more certainty in life for survival, for evolution reasons. But we also have to accept the fact that we need to be okay with some level of uncertainty in life. A quote by Tony Robbins: "The quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can comfortably live with." Now, this is linked with what I discussed earlier, the need to control everything. But in this situation, it's your need to control the future, which is unknown. Now, there's levels of uncertainty. If your basic needs are being met, your gratitude should overpower your stress. A person with a growth-centric mindset sees uncertainty as an opportunity to become closer to their greatness. They don't see it as an inconvenience, something to run from, something to eliminate at all costs. Staying calm in uncertain times doesn't mean that you've given up and chosen defeat. It just means you are wise with how you spend your energy, with where you spend your energy. You choose your battles wisely and you use the energy to find solutions and do what you can. So you have to learn to live in a space of question. No doubt you're the captain of your ship and you have the power to steer it in the direction you want, but don't forget the ocean and the winds. They are out of your control. Just focus on being a skillful sailor and surrender to the creator of the universe. Have faith and a sense of knowing that things will work out for the best if you have the right intentions. I'll end this video by inviting you to find ways to reduce stress in your life, because there's stress that you can't ignore, you can't avoid or eliminate, and then there's stress that you do have some control upon and you can get rid of it. Had a bad day? Go and meditate, even if it's just for 10 minutes or even if it's just one conscious breath. One conscious breath is meditation. You can be in a bus, you can be at work. If you're feeling stressed, take a break and just take one deep breath. That itself will help you. Feeling angry? Go to the gym, exercise, get a punching bag before you end up punching a person. So if you want to cultivate more calmness in your identity, you have to find ways and take out time for things that calm you down. It could be meditation, journaling, arts and craft, cooking, spending time in nature, smashing things and punching bags. Choose what works for you instead of opening social media and consuming cheap dopamine. So next time when you find yourself in a stressful situation, here are a few questions to consider. Am I reacting or responding right now? What's great about this I haven't noticed yet? What am I learning from this situation? Am I hurting myself and or others by acting this way? Find your triggers and learn how you can improve yourself and the quality of your emotions. We are not trying to be perfect here, we are just trying to be healthy humans. If you've watched this far, then thank you. And I would like to thank you by recommending you some books which I may have recommended you before. One of them is this, The Things You See When You Can Slow Down. The best book on staying calm in a busy world. And my all-time favorite, of course, the inside track for just everything. I mean, it will help you on how to not only deal with stress but thrive in stress. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.